I just watched episode 1 of OG Pokemon, and the thing that stuck out for me is that Pikachu was moving like a Hall of Fame piece of shit. Because of him, Ash almost died in episode 1, but before we get to that, let me talk about the events that led up to that. The episode kicks off with Ash going to get his starter Pokemon, but because his dumbass woke up late, all the Charmanders, Squirtles, and Bulbasaurs were out of stock, so he had to settle for, you guessed it, Pikachu, and upon introduction, P was not rocking with Ash. By the way, I call Pikachu P, unlike Ash, P and I are tight like that. As you can clearly see, he doesn't fuck with Ash because Pikachu was out here electrocuting him and refusing to get in his Pokeball. Now, with Ash having Pikachu in his possession, that officially made him a trainer. So without hesitation, his mom let him out into the wild. Now, this is where I'm gonna have to put the video on hold to ask the crucial question, which is, why is this grown-ass woman letting her 10-year-old child go out into the wild, unsupervised, without a guardian, just because he's a trainer now? Make that shit make sense. He's not even out there with an elite Pokemon. He just got this Pokemon today. Are you not stressed about the dangers he might face? Why is she moving like Jonah Hill and Wolf of Wall Street right now?
I would, drive it up to the country and just open the door and let us say, you're free now, run free.
So Ash attempts to capture a Pokemon for the first time, but that fails because to capture a Pokemon, you first have to weaken it in battle with your Pokemon. However, as I stated earlier on, Pikachu was not following any of Ash's instructions, so Ash had to resort to trying to catch Pokemon on his own. But obviously, that failed miserably. He tried to get Pidgey, but that didn't go his way, and on the other hand, Rattata was stealing his scrub. Ash, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're 10 years old, so that means you're either in 4th or 5th grade. Has your mom not taught you to keep your bag close to you? But then again, she let you out into the wild on your own, so your mom might not be useful enough to teach you something so simple. So Ash keeps trying to get himself a Pidgey, but still no success, and his attempt at getting a Pidgey ends up backfiring as he ends up infuriating a Spearow. And this nigga started harassing Ash, but not only did he go after Ash, he went after Pikachu too. Spearow's moving like that one nigga who gets roasted and starts going for bystanders. Turns out Spearow's attacking P because wild Pokemon tend to be jealous of domesticated Pokemon. Nigga, don't make it Pikachu's problem that you're still stuck in the hood. So Pikachu electrocutes Spearow, making him get fall damage, and Spearow, being the bitch he is, calls for recruitment since he lost. So Ash and P hit the jets, and somehow Pikachu manages to make Ash's day a whole lot worse, because instead of listening to Ash's instructions about sticking together, Pikachu decides to run ahead, making it easier for the Spearows to pick them out. Now look at him. So Ash jumps into a river to get away and ends up getting caught by Misty while she was fishing. So while she was telling him about the Pokemon Center, he sees that the Spearows are still on his ass and proceeds to hit Misty with that Grand Theft Auto. So Ash is just there cycling like his life depends on it, which it is, but along the way he gets screwed over by the landscape and ends up falling. And there you have it, Ash and Pikachu slumped over, about to get turned into bird feed. But that's when Ash remembers he's this anime's protagonist and decided to have a final stand, despite him knowing very well he wouldn't be able to do jack shit against these niggas. After witnessing Ash's pure retardation, Pikachu was moved and decided to help by sending out a blast of electricity that looked like he was summoning the Bifrost. Everything clears up and we see that they're all good, and that is how Ash almost died because of Pikachu's bullshit. Please like and subscribe.